though.
Cheers, brother.
Alright. What up, y'all? It's your boy Zero. Welcome back to another episode. Podcast. MF Talk. So, the topic today is, love. The topic is about love, our interpretation of it, amongst other things that surrounds that.
He's single, ladies.
Not really. Yeah. Love to me is a bitch. Alright? Love is a bitch. Leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Anyway, but tonight at the round table, we got some familiar faces from like 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago.
Cast members.
Returning cast members from 2 seasons ago.
So like a guest star. Is the real Aunt Viv back?
Yeah. So we got Sam.
Yeah.
We got Christina.
What's up?
We got the mad one without his computer.
Yeah.
We got Jay.
Sad dad.
Boom once again.
What's up?
And Thai Boogie, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, mate?
You get the fucking peanut butter like this is the best thing ever.
No, I was gonna say it, but I started laughing. What's up, mate?
Cheers, brother. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Alright, so we're just gonna go around the circle and just what is love to you, Sam?
Crazy.
Crazy. Love's crazy.
Chris.
Scary.
Love is scary. Love to me is an ocean.
Ocean?
Yes.
Not deep with it.
Word.
For real though. That was
Poetic as
serious
fuck.
shit.
And you was talking about me being poetic. Fuck you.
Love
Wow,
is
one word. Ocean.
Love is an ocean.
That shit deep. No pun intended.
Right? All you need now is a picture of you, like in some fucking scenery, and just have that as a quote.
With a white t-shirt open.
No, you just have John's head in an ocean.
Love
You
is an
put a
ocean.
bubble. You put a bubble coming out of his head and just like love is an ocean.
Quote from the Mad One,
It's gonna be
2019.
like halfway.
It's a happy above his fucking head.
What about you, Jay?
Say, can you breathe? Love is a fucking scheme.
That's a no
That's
one.
actually a new one.
That's what I said. It's a no one.
Okay, so
No.
He's objecting.
I object. Go on,
Yeah,
Boom.
motherfucker.
Go
Alright,
on.
look. Love is unknown. Perfect for me.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
I think love is like a companionship.
Companionship. Alright. So yeah. The fuck happened?
Got
Oh my god.
Cheese fingers.
He got cheesy
That's a
fingers.
little weird though. You were staring at Jay when you started.
Because he was talking to me. I didn't want to say nothing. Damn, Sam. You think like some secret romantic shit's going on?
I don't know.
I understand we're talking about love, but it's not that.
What is love?
You're not playing Striker Fight Rex.
Freaking Jay and Silent Boom.
No, I think I would be the silent one in that relationship.
Boom and Silent Jay.
Alright, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the rest of us has, fallen in love once.
Never.
Once. Never for Boom. I'm sorry.
Of course, Mike.
You man lying.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Here's a good question. Very good question. When was the first time that you thought you fell in love?
What if you just change it? But first time you thought you loved someone, because falling in love is kind of way too fast.
Yeah. So you're trying to say like the first time you fall in love as in like
The first
A
time.
person, materialistically, like.
No, but yeah, of course, person. I'm talking
How you
about.
gonna fall in
Cause,
love
you
with
know-
a person materialistically?
Cause you know, nigga, like people be falling in love with like anime characters and all of that shit. Like,
Well, that's
but
them.
I think you should begin
That's
with
their lonely asses.
the first time you thought you loved someone. You want to skip completely to falling in love.
so okay, so the first love, like,
When you thought you first fell in love with someone.
When you thought it was
loved
the
someone.
one,
yeah,
like in that regard.
Yeah, in a way.
or like you know, like the first time you ever felt that shit, like
Yeah. In the heart.
Well, yeah, that was recent for me.
the
That was
first
like-
time
that
you
was a
ever
couple
felt
years
that
ago.
shit. I'll tell you the first time I felt that shit. You already know. This was like fucking years
We're
ago.
going back to that time.
That time,
What,
season
mid-2000s?
1.
One.
Going all the way back to season 1. Probably the pre-sequel.
The
Who
early
knows?
2000s.
Freaking Zonga.
Yeah. Oh my God, Zanga.
Zanga.
Zanga. Whoever had a Zanga back in the day.
Don't answer
Congratulations.
this. Nah, don't even answer that.
Congratulations. So yeah, basically I met this girl on Zanga, and we were just talking, and we would just tell each other, you know, stories and you know, bullshit posts and all of that stuff, and then we would just like comment on each other's stories and everything, and then we started to get to know each other and all of that shit, and then all of a sudden we went and decided to meet up. At the time I was in high school. She was in middle school still, like a senior. Yeah, good times. Good times. But I know the first time I laid my eyes on her, I gotta give it. Gotta give it. Yeah, my fucking heart fell into my ass. That's all I'm saying. It was
Shout your heart.
that, yeah. At the time, I had a heart. Yeah, at a time.
Look at this man.
He definitely lying.
Dude. Yeah, that was the first time I felt that shit. Anybody wanna, you know, contribute?
Yeah, we don't gotta go in order.
Nah, we're not talking about mine. That's a dub.
I thought that shit happened in second grade.
Second grade?
Like I call that chick my wife.
Wow.
Damn.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I have no idea what was going on.
Elaborate.
You can't elaborate. It was in second
Yeah, he
grade?
can elaborate. He got a memory like that.
Yeah.
Alright, first of all, I got a very vivid memory. But yeah, it was second grade, and when she walked in the classroom, I was just like, you know, like Rocko's Modern Life animation shit with the heart. Like just the heart popping out my chest and all that, and
Like, just imagine the mask.
it's
Yeah.
exactly.
The heart pumping
exactly.
out the chest, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy because it's like back then I had no problem talking to girls, and it's like now it's more selective. I have to be careful, but yeah, back then it was weird, and we actually did get together. And the farthest was second grade. I don't know. It was just you know, a kiss on the cheek. That's it.
You can't go no further
Yeah,
than
yeah,
that.
no
Second
further
grade.
than kids, you know. Chill.
I mean,
Let's-
Look at
no.
little kids be up in the closets and shit,
I know I was one of them.
wilding out.
Yeah, nowadays. Back then
I
I
was
was
one of
innocent. Back then I was innocent. It was just a kiss.
And
on the cheek.
you know how weird it is to hear a story.
Yo, my second grader was in the closet dry humping another kid.
Yeah, nah.
You're happy about that?
I know the first time, you know, I saw vagina was in the first grade. That shit was weird.
First grade.
First grade, bro. First grade.
Where?
Yo. Alright, so check this out, right? So it was like an hour of like art class or whatever the fuck, right? So we're in the back table. It's just me and her. Never met her a day in my life. And like she was like, "Hey, look under the table." I was like,
What?
okay. So she had a skirt on, so I was like, okay. So I looked under the table, and she just lifts her shit up, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was like,
Oh my god.
I was just looking at it like it looked, to me it looked like the fucking how the Barbie dolls look when they just naked. I'm like,
Oh, like they're like mannequins.
yeah, like a mannequin shit. I'm like, what the fuck is
This
this?
guy fresh
This dude's
private
like,
party.
something's missing over here.
Yeah. But then, you know,
No assembly required.
over time, like, we just started, like, just making out in the fucking...
In the
In the
first
first
grade.
In the first grade.
In the
yes.
first grade.
This is exactly why this man's a thought.
Listen.
In the first grade.
In the first
I was
grade.
in the first grade
Yes.
kissing.
What was
And
your
then-
reaction when you looked and there was nothing? Like, you was like, what the fuck?
Nigga Mike been Frenching chicks down since he was like 6.
Were you scared?
Yo.
Were you scared or not?
I wasn't.
You wasn't?
It was just weird to me. It was just like, the
What the
fuck?
You
Yeah.
see some early porn, did you? Some early 90s porn.
I mean, it was, you know, in my face, so I guess. I didn't even know what the fuck porn was at the time. But yeah, it was
Yeah, you saw it,
Cinemax.
you liked it, and then you wanted to do it. That's it.
My man Cinemax.
first hands for everything.
I saw my first boobs at 8th grade. This chick was on the school bus because I had to take the school bus to go back and forth to school. And she was just like, "Hey, John, look." I'm like,
Wow, she just busted out?
yeah. Well, she busted it out, but I didn't see nipples. It was like under
The Master Roshi?
Oh.
Yeah, that-
He's in supernova.
She was like, John,
Yeah.
look at these. Feast your eyes.
So she
I would make the females feel awkward. Let's bring in.
Feast your eyes.
Pull it back.
Yeah. All right, so, first timers. Was good.
What?
Was good. First time. The
Vagina?
first time. No, I'm talking about the first. Not the first time you saw vagina, Ty. The first time you
Never
felt your heart fell in your ass.
Your heart punching your chest.
Your heart saying, "Oh no," to the no, no, to the no.
I don't think I know the first time. I don't know. Not, like,
just-
I don't have a vivid memory like to tell the story of it.
It just just happened.
Just disappointed us.
I mean, hey, it happens, man. Sometimes people
Yeah.
just
So sad.
forget.
It is so sad.
People just forget, man. Yeah.
Yo, the first time I tried beef patty with cheese, though. I had the same feeling.
But that's what I was saying.
That was so random.
Yeah, but
where did that
I
come
had to throw it out there. I was like, I had the same feeling when I
the
first
first
ate
time
it.
I ate a beef patty with cheese.
Never had a beef patty, John.
You never had a beef patty?
You never had a beef patty.
Why are you lying?
They always smelled a little funny to me, like the little golden crusty part.
Oh
it looked
my
weird. I'm like,
Oh,
No, take that.
Shit's
out.
fire.
it just looks weird to me.
You slacking.
When I was younger,
Right.
so growing up, like once you pass like 13 million in a hot pocket or beef patty is like okay.
Nah, man. I think
nigga, that's not even a rule. Like,
when this podcast is over, I'm gonna go get you one.
It's like I don't miss it because I never had it, so I don't know. Yeah, give it up.
Banging.
Like I don't know I want it because I never tried it.
It's
that
very
means you should try it.
You gotta try it.
I like
but-
beef. Pause.
He likes
Eat some beef. Eat some beef. Alright, here's a good question. What is good advice for people who are falling for someone? Like before they make the move, what we think is good advice for them? Before they someone's like, "Hey, I like this girl. I want to get with her."
First things first, you gotta make sure that the I mean, I don't know, cause is it like, if you're falling for someone, does this person know that you're falling
Yeah,
for
like
them,
the
or
mutual-
it's
Both. It could be someone you know or someone that you've just seen is
So-
attractive, and then you just want to go.
so
for it.
like okay,
I think it depends on what stage you are. Like if you're to the point where you can't just be friends with that person, I think you just gotta take the shot. Like,
Dude, it's like if you
it's
feel
supposed
it
to
in
be
your
there,
gut, like
Like you ever seen a person
can't
that's
just
sucked
ignore
to be
that
their
shit.
friend?
yeah,
Like,
you just
someone
gotta
just be
you just
their
gotta
friend.
go up to them and be like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, that does not work.
Yeah,
Like-
so nowadays you can't even do that
Yeah,
shit.
they
They're gonna be like,
know
"Get the fuck away from me!"
I did that with a girl in high school, and she was just like, "You remind me of an anime character." I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment or
Right.
this.
I bet you felt offended though.
I
Exactly.
just did. I was just like,
what you mean, anime?
Word. In this day and age, man, whatever you say, offense. That's it.
It's like
Offense.
no disrespect to anime, but that like,
"Excuse me, miss. I have a boyfriend, bitch. I just wanted to know the time."
Or just be like, you know, you're beautiful. I'm ugly. So
Okay,
then you're fucking
you're
ugly.
then.
How dare you?
Nah, there was a guy in a car before I was passing by on my way to work, and this nigga, first of all, blows a kiss from inside his car, dumb loud. Right, and I'm having my
How do you
headphones
blow
on.
a kiss so hard?
I mean, no. So I'm still walking, and then he's like,
Moisture.
"You're beautiful." So I keep walking, right? And he was like, "You can say thank you." I was this nigga here.
You didn't.
So I'm supposed to say thank you.
He said, he said,
compliment you, bum ass nigga?
Like-
he said that.
like
He
there's
was
a-
like, it's a compliment.
No fucking
Okay.
Like there's a certain way of doing things, but there's I don't know, man. Like people just go off.
That is weird.
Shit is complicated.
They just go to you and be like, "Yo, you're fucking beautiful," and you be like, people look scared and shit. Like, I don't know
No,
what
but
to
you
do.
gotta think about it. It's weird. It's like, picture yourself picking being a girl, right? And every time you're walking by, some niggas passing by your ear, talking about, "God bless you, mom."
Every single day.
Nah, yo, like you'd be surprised at how many old women do that to us.
Oh my god.
It's just weird because you're passing by my ear. I don't know you passing by my ear while I'm walking outside.
Damn.
You just pass by like, "Cheers, love."
You'd be like, I understand how it is, but it's like you need to remember your prime was back in the day.
Right?
I can't do that right now.
It's weird.
They be like,
It'd
"Hey,
be
Bobby,
like,
you look
boom,
so
that's that
cute."
woman's MILF hunting out here.
No,
Well,
you looking for the moms with the diapers?
No, I'm not.
Bro,
We're
that
looking
is
for girls double his age.
all I'm saying, boom. All I'm saying, you could have got that.
Yo,
You could have got that.
You
That's
could
what I'm
have.
saying.
You could have got that.
You could have got
I
that.
heard it was a couple.
Yes, it was two people.
What are you doing with your
And the crazy shit was the two people just met each other. So I'm like,
yeah.
bro.
That's a swingers party.
Exactly.
Are you gonna hear?
Exactly.
That would have been boom, smoking cheeks.
Word.
I wish I could see Tyra. Tyra just holding his face like, oh, this motherfucker.
It was crazy because like me and Ty was looking at this nigga talking to the girl, and we were like, "Yo, we got him. We got him. That's it. We got him."
I'm so proud of it.
Yo, we made a pact, bro. We did a hug and everything. Like, yo, Boo's gonna get some. It's a wrap. He's gonna get the number. He's gonna get to know them. It's a wrap. He's gonna get a do shit. And then we at the bar, bro. We at the bar, and this dude is behind us saying, "I'm not gonna do it." I'm like, "What do you think you mean, bro? You have to do it. You had him."
I even bug him a shot to keep him talking.
48.
What?
To British. And had kids.
I can't say what I was gonna say, but you know, numbers Mason.
You're not trying to be a stepdad, Boone?
Not to a kid that's like my age.
The numbers Mason.
Then you don't really gotta
Well,
interact.
my stepbrother.
You just be like, alright, going into your mother's room.
All you gotta do is just put it in and stand there.
Right now.
It's like, hey,
That's that.
sit down on that bed.
That's squad.
Don't say nothing.
That's that freaking Amish sex.
I'm about
Stand
to-
there and just come.
Wait.
Exactly. you just put it in and stand there with the Superman pose.
Standard.
Just hope for the best.
Just
Spinning like
sit
a fidget
there.
spinner. Just
Don't do nothing. I'm about to lick your toes. Yeah.
You should have just hit her with that.
Yo, question to the internet. What's with the foot fetish?
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's been going on for years, man. I'm sorry. It's been going on.
I
for
feel
years.
like
it's more heavy now.
It is.
Actually,
That shit is
I don't know. I don't
everywhere.
think so.
No,
A
no,
lot
no.
of my
People
friends aren't
sucking
into
their
that shit.
toes.
And
Why?
scat.
I can massage feet, but sucking the toes.
Yeah.
Can we not get into that, Boom?
Bro, all that shit is nasty.
It is, bro.
Excessive.
Nah, I can't. I can't.
What the fuck? Where did this conversation go?
What?
Nah,
He
bro.
said, what, like Bukaki?
This conversation just fucking made a U-turn to Carajo land. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. All I'm saying, Boom, is, you know, when the time comes, man,
The British.
You gotta stab it in the pussy.
when the time comes, just get your sword and shield ready. It's gonna be a war.
I'm gonna come up with like 6 rings.
Yeah.
Hey, you about to start singing that Ariana?
It's gonna be a war, bro. That's all I'm saying. Love is a war. It's a battlefield. Be ready.
Boom gonna have sex and come out the room looking like Peter did. And that one shit he had.
With the long
Hands, yeah. Boom gonna come out looking like that. He gonna come out just be doing some extravagant shit.
You're gonna sound like the Boogie Boys. Oh my god.
No, you won't.
Sound like the Boogie Boys, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. As soon as she sits on top of you, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. That is all I'm saying. It's a wrap.
That's not Mike does it, but that's not.
I really don't. I really don't. I get the.
We're not gonna go into your
This
sexual
nigga does the
details.
worm.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
You get the 2-hand gawk combo. You get the 2-hand gawk, Mike.
We're not gonna get into that.
I mean, wasn't your first experience terrible?
Actually, my first experience was not terrible. It was actually pretty good.
What, with the 2-hand gawk?
No.
Did it not involve a costume in like 2 seconds?
It did, but at the same time, it was still, it was still great. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna get into the details, but it was pretty great.
No, it's details, man.
It was pretty great.
That was all the detail you needed.
Yeah.
It didn't involve a costume in 2 seconds. Hey, fuck the nigga.
The only detail.
You got no shame.
Whipped it out.
Listen.
Jason is done for.
Listen.
Yo! Fucking crying, bro.
It's crazy because like most times when people lose their shit, it's like that one time and that was it. But it became something else. All I'm saying is that
2 seconds in heaven.
she had a a mouthful of war. That's all I'm saying.
Mouthful.
That's all I'm saying. She Anyway.
No.
Damn.
Water polo with the
Well, that was love, sex, and what's the third? Pretty got
love, sex, and rock and roll. Robots.
Oh my god.
What the hell, Japan have fucking robots now?
Apparently,
They've been fucking robots.
since day
Fucking
one.
pillows, fucking cars.
I mean, you see the machines they make, like me giving out panties and shit in the street.
Oh yeah, the used panty
Like-
vending machine.
That shit's disgusting.
That's a thing?
I can't believe
Damn, dude,
that's
you fucking
used panty vending machine
It's weird
in
as
Japan.
fuck in Japan,
Yes.
yo.
That's crazy.
Bunch of 50-year-old dudes buying used panties and just sniffing that shit.
Oh, wonderful crutch.
Yeah.
Smells so good.
Subarashi!
Sugoi.
You said,
Oh man, that's crazy.
you haven't said anything.
She just
Yes.
She
What is your
just
thoughts?
observing.
What is your thoughts?
on love.
everything.
Everything.
I'm pretty much sure.
Love, sex, robots. Tell us one.
Love is, I guess, from the beginning I said love is scary. I mean,
Why?
look at all the shit you go through. Heartbreak. Some people freaking literally die from that shit.
That's why it's a scheme.
I believe the singer Johnny Cash, he died of a broken heart, I believe. Like there's theories.
Yes, clinically proven. Just saying. That
It
you
can't
actually
be
have a broken
proven.
heart.
I don't, like I said, it's just theories.
No, I'm not that. No, they said they proved it that
Yeah,
you can die from.
You can die from a broken
yeah,
heart.
Yeah.
literally, I did not know
It's
that before.
possible.
So that's basically like
Suicide.
very severe depression
I mean,
in a way.
but for Johnny Cash, they say it's heart failure.
It's not die from love, it's die from stress.
Nobody believes that because
Yeah,
he
the
lost his
stress
wife
of not having
what,
love.
Yeah,
6
but
months
Yeah,
before he passed, 6 or 9 months.
stress and love is
I don't know.
Yeah.
not the same thing.
I don't really.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't even know.
But it could still
I
somehow
don't know what to
connect
say about it. It's
somehow.
just it's an overwhelming,
like you're stressed
scary,
because of
crazy,
it.
lose your fucking mind feeling.
Yeah, no.
Love is full of emotions.
So, because I have a really old couple that could been together for freaking years, and once their partner dies, they die because
Yeah.
their significant other died.
Probably just old too.
They die after it. Yo, you know what?
You trying to go all around it?
I'm just saying.
Shut up. Just shut up, because now you're making it stupid.
And nobody takes love seriously nowadays.
Clearly.
Oh, no.
Hell no.
That's not what I was intending. Relax, Sam. No, I see the way it is. Like, when I used to work in the city, I would see guys come in with a bunch of chicks, and I would just be like, okay. I'm like, so which one's the girlfriend? He would, I think he told me none. And he's just,
none of that.
None of them, exactly.
and like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, do you?
He looked at Christina like, girlfriend? What's that?
It's all me.
And it's funny, the girls weren't paying attention. So.
Yeah, this is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I might call Friday tomorrow.
As far as sex, I guess that was the last thing we talked about. It's
It's what everybody wants.
It's fun. I'll say that.
It can't.
Gotta dip the wee wee in the sauce spoon.
I mean, who doesn't want it?
Yeah, the media literally
Just put it in the
shits
sweat
down
one.
your mouth with nothing but sex.
Just put it in the sweat
Sex
one.
sells, like they say.
Everywhere.
That's it. Boom.
Shut up.
No bubble on the spot.
No.
Okay, let's not turn this conversation into me. Continue what y'all talking about. Have fun.
Now niggas one against the world.
Because the thing about Boom is that you have
Fortnite.
a bigger opportunity compared to me.
Fortnite.
I had like zero chance.
Why do you say that?
Zero chance of what?
Because I had no game. At the time, I had no game. Beforehand.
Mike's face.
Why do you look like that?
Yeah.
Why? Like you were in my high school and me failing at every fucking attempt. You're the older brother, you're supposed to teach me. Bitch.
He's like,
Damn.
Bitch.
Listen, man, I couldn't even teach myself. It just happened.
Bitch.
It just happened.
I think that's the reasoning for you too.
Mike just said one day I woke up looking like Johnny Depp and it was over.
Exactly.
I went from Tyler the Creator to Johnny Depp.
Yo, that's crazy.
If you can, when you make this video, you gotta edit that part with that picture of your face looking like Tyler. You know the one we made?
I know.
Golf Wang one?
Golf
Yeah,
Wang, I
you gotta
know.
put that.
Yo.
I think I
Just
was like
fucking Spanish Tyler there.
I think I was like 11 or 12 in that picture.
Mike is about to be hello.
Oh, no.
I'm a salesman, sort of giant. I got Molly and other various items.
Oh man. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, trying to in this day and age, trying to fall in love again is just like a big no for me. Cause you know, it's just the question that replays in my head over and over. So it's like, you know, like if I'm going to meet somebody, and you know we're friends and all of this stuff, and it's just the same question keeps replaying in the back of my head every time, and you know it just gets me to back off, because you know shit happens.
Like, don't do it, Mike, you're gay.
But the question the question that goes in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying, it's a very dark question, very dark question. All right, very dark.
Is it so dark you can't even say it?
It's am I gonna be with this person forever? Will I be with this person forever? So it's like, you know,
Well, that's it.
it's
You call that dark, but
it's
that's an
a
appropriate question.
it's a dark
I think
question.
that's a question everybody has.
That's like a general
That's
question. though.
because you know when I meet, you know, certain people and I look at them and I ask that question, then I just be like, you know, nah, I can't see, you know, being with this person forever. I just can't.
It takes
Yeah.
time, you know. You can't have a girlfriend if they're not your friend. Like
And that is the shit.
like Ty said, it's companionship.
Because in this day, I'm not gonna say in this day and age, because you know, it happens year in year out. But you know, when you do put in time, the other person is putting time on something else. Doesn't mean, you know, they're cheating on you or whatever the hell, but like, you know, they're trying to, you know, focus on themselves while you're trying to focus on them and trying to be, you know, happy with that person, but the other person is, you know, just happy doing other things. You know what I'm saying?
Up, though. You can't base your happiness on somebody else.
That's
You're
what I'm saying.
responsible for your own happiness.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying.
Someone can't make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy.
Of
If
course.
you push that on somebody, that's just becoming a burden.
Of
You
course.
can't take all your time to make somebody else happy if you're not happy.
Happiness should be two individuals bringing it together for one giant ass happiness.
Exactly. All I know is I'm a happy motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I love myself. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you a happy ass motherfucker that throw your dick anywhere.
Yeah, that shit took time.
That's how much love I have for myself. Alright? Just leave it at that. That's how much love I have for
It's
myself.
not enough.
Actually reminds me of something I asked on Facebook today.
Hey, what's the question?
Okay, so a friend of mine, we were talking while I was at work, of course, not doing anything at work.
Ooh.
So,
Still responsible.
Slacker. Nah, go on.
okay, so I wrote, hey guys, a friend of mine asked me a question and he's okay with me sharing it on social media, so here it goes. Is it possible to be happy with someone but still want to break up with them?
Yes.
So I got 14 comments. 2 of them were for Germ, and a few were from a bunch of other friends of mine. So I guess I would like to know your opinions.
I say yes.
Why?
Basically, it's not trying to have, both parties become toxic to each other. So before it gets that bad, you want to just call it off. Like, the relationship's no longer working, but you hope to stay as friends. And I've already experienced that twice, and it's actually been fine. It's a pretty good friendship, with my exes. Most people always want to be like, oh, I want to kill my ex and fuck my ex, and it's like, I'm cool with my exes.
Yeah,
It's possible.
same. I'm cool with all of mine. Like, it just gets to that point where, like, you just squash everything. And it's like, whatever. We still talking, and we still talking. Fuck it. But you said if you're happy and
I know it doesn't make sense.
If you could break up but then still be happy, like, with each other.
Like, you're in the relationship, you're happy,
But then you want to break up.
There's arguments, there's still stuff happening. So
oh
you're
yeah,
like,
I mean yeah, because I would say it happened to me before, like, happy chilling, and then I would try to get this person to come and to chill or whatever, but if that person wants to distance themselves, then I'm not gonna force it upon them to come and chill or whatever the hell. So I'm gonna be like, you know what, you focus on you and I'm do me. So I'm happy, you figure your shit out or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you gotta focus on your own happiness.
Yeah, of course. That is the goal.
Most
Focus
people
on your
think
own
it's
happiness.
selfish, but it's only helping yourself become stronger in a way.
and if anything, you're probably helping them.
Yeah. You could rub that energy off on people.
Why all of a sudden?
Yeah, because you got super serious.
I mean, that question, I didn't mean to. My friend was just curious.
It was before that question. It was the other shit Mike said. You said some other shit before. You said some deep shit.
Oh, right. Well, I mean,
That
it's
question?
just, it just comes into my mind, man. There's a lot of questions that come to mind, like, just everyday shit, and then, like, like, I used to talk to this one girl. I will say that she was into me or whatever the fuck, but I wasn't, only because I feel like I'm a waste her time or some shit or whatever the fuck. So I'm like,
Waste their time, 2019.
yeah, exactly. So instead of wasting her time and I mean, I was going along with it, telling her things that she wanted to hear and all of that stuff. Blah blah blah. We met up and then
They did the
Actually,
no, we didn't do the yoo-hoo. It was just she was feeling the little
the heart palpitations.
yeah. The spark,
I love
you know what I'm
you.
saying? Feeling that spark, and I just had to, kill that spark.
Damn.
Only because,
Young savage pop.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she deserves a person that that should love her unconditionally. You know what I'm saying?
oh, Mike had.
Why couldn't it be you, nigga?
Because to me, I believe my time has come and passed. Okay, my time has come and passed.
Alright, Roshi.
Leave it at that. Time is coming past. Alright.
What if one day she hit you with the Booker T?
So then she hits me with the Booker T. You know what I'm saying? She hits me with the Booker T, gets pregnant, that's it. It's a wrap. And I have no choice but to take care of it, right?
I like how you described it like that.
I have no choice but to take care of it.
I feel like Mike would be the bastard child type.
The bastard child?
No, the bastard child type. Like, you just get a chick pregnant and that's it.
No.
Oh, and you start dipping like anime dads?
No. I'll be the type.
Like the dude from Hunter.
No, I'll be the type that will get the girl pregnant.
Never did.
Once that baby is born, that baby is mine. Point blank
Kidnap
simple.
the kid, okay.
Yes, point blank simple.
This nigga
If the
Blake
mom, listen, if
it's like a wild animal.
if the baby mom has a problem with that, she's gonna have to solve that shit
You're gonna
real
birth the
quick.
kid, I'm gonna
You
take
know what I'm
it.
saying?
And that's it. Like,
Kid is mine.
when am I gonna see him? Never.
Kid is mine.
Whenever I say so.
Right?
But
You're
I birthed
going
them,
to see
no.
the baby on holidays.
You have visitation rights
Exactly.
every Monday
Damn.
for 1 hour. Nothing more.
You'll see him in June next year. 2025.
I gotta make sure I get some brain dead chick, like
What?
a girl that doesn't know what's what. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
so you're saying this on recording.
Exactly.
That shit's going down in history.
Exactly.
One day, if somebody gotta arrest you, they can use that shit for evidence.
Fuck it.
I need a brain dead chick. So I can choke her up.
I didn't say all that.
That's what you wanted. That's what you
No.
wanted to say, though.
I just need a dum dum dum. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, you know, like you said, you know what I'm saying? You know, love is scary, you know what I'm saying? Love takes, you know, two people to make shit work.
Or 3 or 4.
That wanna be in it.
Or 3 or 4, because that's what I'm trying to go for.
That's that Indian shit.
Exactly.
Polygamy.
Exactly. And that shit is hard to come by, especially
I
out in the
got
streets.
13 wives and 14
You can't even,
shoes.
you know what it is at this day and age? You can't even go outside and just like, you know, just talk to people.
Nah, you can't.
Like, if you're in a
Honestly, we can't say
no
that. We can't say that
offense to
on the
nobody
air.
here, but like if certain
Just
people
me.
in a relationship
True.
and they go out and they just like, you know, by themselves and you know, they don't get a text back or you know, a phone call from the person that they, you know, going out with or whatever the fuck, they automatically assume that you're out, you know, doing some shit with somebody else. You know, unless, you know, if the trust is really that big, then she knows what you're doing. Either like, you know that you go to work and then you go to a bar or you just go to somebody's house or whatever the fuck. Other than that, like, you know, certain people have, you know, their trust very, very brittle. Like,
Trust is not 100%.
yes, it's very, very brittle. And
People are falling in love too young. This generation.
It's not even a fact of
Nah.
you know, falling in love
Or at
with
least
too
they
young. You
think
know what I'm
they
saying?
It's just they think they have an idea of
Yeah.
what it is, and it's not what they think it is because fucking media is media. Everything's fucking everybody up.
You gotta have this and that to have the perfect relationship. You wanna make your marriage last? Buy this, this, and that. Like, come on. Freaking garbage.
It's like them dumbass pictures like, I get my hands like this and the motherfucker's hands dirty and keep my wife's hands like this and she got like nails and shit. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Yeah, oh,
That guy gotta do this for me because I have to keep up with the standard.
no.
You think we're being a little too negative? You're saying we think people fall in love too early. Back then they were like 13 and shit falling in love.
You're right. That's why I'm
But
saying that's not the
values,
case. You know
the
what I'm
values of
saying?
things were different back
Yeah,
then.
yeah. The values of things were just to have a kid.
Yeah, right now,
Now it's
it's
just-
like, you know,
now it's about all
social
other
media.
shit.
So like, you know, if you see like 2 13-year-olds pick up a picture and some random people be like, why are they mad young? Why are they doing that shit? And then it just goes on and on.
It's just that we're in this specific generation and we can't see.
That's
what-
why.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
It's
you know,
What I'm
inherent.
saying is, like, in the future, they'll be like, mom and dad knew what real love were. They fell in love on the computer. Now we got virtual reality. Like, it's just that we're living in this time period, so we think it sucks.
That's just weird shit.
But it's
People
just.
gonna get married in VR.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Strike.
Somebody's done that.
Oh my
No,
god.
it did.
Let's not get
Damn.
into that shit,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Pretty soon, like, in a few hundred years, no one's
I mean,
gonna be living
I'm
in
pretty sure
reality.
people's already doing that. You know what I'm saying? With
People are just-
the VR chat, pretty sure they're already doing
People
that
just
shit.
gonna be stuck, like, Like the
It's-
Matrix
it's-
kind of.
People falling in love in like the most craziest fucking ways, man.
Motherfuckers is just gonna be looking like how the people did in Wall-E.
Yeah.
All fat and like
Yeah.
flying fucking chairs,
Word.
going around. And
That is if
can't
they
even
choose to
fucking
stay in the
move.
physical world though. Like Earth kind of sucks. Imagine you could be like a fucking superhuman in a VR machine.
And you gonna get so
Don't
big
be
that you
fun.
can't even fucking move.
I mean physically, but I'm not gonna be wanting to move physically. I'm gonna be all up here in my brain.
You gonna end up eventually dying from obesity, bro.
But I'm not gonna be fat in the VR.
You gonna sitting there one day with your helmet on, all fat.
Yeah, but if you're in a perfect world, why would you care about your regular body? Shit it doesn't matter.
But that's what I'm saying though. This shit is going in that circle.
And
'cause
think
of
about it too.
media.
If you're stuck in a VR day, how are you gonna get fat? You probably gonna be fed through like a tube or something.
You
You're
don't
gonna
get
be
out.
super skinny.
You get stuck in the VR room, that's where you're gonna be at for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're gonna get fat.
Nigga ain't gonna be able to move. You're gonna get fat
In
in
order
there
to-
because
in order
eating
to-
in there.
In order to get fat, you would have to take out the VR and stuff your face.
Not really.
Where does love come
If it's like a visor.
Exactly. You have to take it off and stuff your face. In order
No,
to be
if you know what the fucking food is, you just
laying down doesn't make you
That
fat.
shit don't got nothing to
Could
do
eat
with love.
holographic dildo.
Shit
That's
got
it.
nothing to do with love. The fuck?
I mean, certain people, love
No,
the
but I'm
bodies
talking
for,
about.
right there.
I'm talking about like we have a negative view on love right now because of what generation we're in.
I know, but y'all went
and then we went into further generations.
I mean, this is
It was-
this
it was
is
a vibe. It
what
was
it's
know.
supposed to be though. It's a discussion.
Yeah.
This is what cousins do. The Omega debate. The Omega debate.
We're not arguing by any means either. People swear we arguing when we talk about shit.
People don't know the difference between argument and debate.
Yes, it's
Or even just conversations.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why relationships suck.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Because
We'll be
nobody
getting
know how
too
to
defensive.
communicate. Yeah.
It's also very helpful if you can see stuff from like other point of views.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're stuck in
Yeah,
your
of
own
course.
way of looking at something, you're not gonna be able to see where the other person's coming from ever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just flat out agreeing.
Right.
And because that's the truth about it.
I think that's like one of the most valuable things about life, like trying to see stuff from other people's perspective.
Like, you see how when Mike asked everybody at the beginning, he's like, what's your idea of love or whatever? Nobody had the same idea
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Everybody's was different.
hmm Everybody has a different view of
Which is weird why like stuff like racism is this. Like, we're all the same, we just have different point of views. Like we're
I will
like you're
forever
born
hate
black, so I
racism
see that
'cause
you're
it is
black,
the
but you
dumbest-
see me as white. Just
There
point
is
of
no
view.
logic to it. I hate him because he's black. Man,
I don't go skin darker than man.
From your
What,
point of
jealous
view, you're
'cause he's darker than
superior.
you? Damn.
You have white skin. It's weird.
As if white people aren't freaking. Okay, I'm not going there.
we'll save that discussion later.
Because then I'm gonna sound like a racist. I'm not racist, jeez.
I'm not a crook.
Yeah, I'm not racist.
I'm just saying
but-
things.
Like,
It's just funny how.
It's funny how they get treated better than me.
Right.
that shit is getting ridiculous. Any kind of discrimination is ridiculous.
Right? We all human.
Like, how about you mind your fucking business? Can you do that?
Right.
Thank you.
And that's the certain problem with certain relationships is that certain people want to be involved with that relationship and dictate what they do and all of that stuff and
mind your business.
yeah.
People have too many opinions on other people's relationships.
Yeah, people. Well, I mean, this doesn't really pertain to relationships as it's just like kind of similar in a way. But this was when Ethan was like still like a baby, and I had him in the stroller. It was just me and him. And this freaking old lady was just like trying to tell me how to be a parent and shit. I'm like, I got it. It's like I already knew what to do. Oh, he's crying. Oh, he's hungry. Shut the fuck up and let me feed him.
Mind your business,
I got him. Bitch, move.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, that shit pissed me off. Though. It's like,
We felt the
Is he
anger.
your kid? Is he, no.
We felt the anger.
Damn.
So this is a random question. It goes for both of you guys. You're both parents, and it has to do with sex. So I was wondering, do y'all know like that one night that you conceived the baby? Like it was like one night that stuck out. He's like, oh shit, that's definitely when this nigga like it got fertilized. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that specific night. Do you know? Like okay, you remember that time that you shot it in?
That she got
it was that good.
Yeah, because her phone was messed up,
You know the exact date.
And, no, her phone was messed up, and she was using this period thing like to track it, and yeah.
So the
And
dates
she-
got mixed
she-
up.
didn't know what it was.
Since her phone was messed up,
Yeah.
it was off by 1 day.
So that one thing sticks out,
So
so you
when-
know the exact time.
Yeah, so when we did that, I just rocket
Yeah.
punched that
Do you
shit.
know, like,
Yeah.
you remember specifically one night that's still on the
Her face, she looked traumatized.
You
She
know
don't
why
even
I'm
talk about it.
traumatized? Because I even remember where she was conceived.
Exactly, see, that's so, like, it has to be like one
All I
night.
gotta say is, and I'm gonna put this on record, do not, what the fuck is the name of that hotel? The Cedar Hotel on 149th Street near... Fuck! Just don't go there! Just don't! It's hell! It's fancy as fuck, but don't
Oh
go!
my god.
You hear that, people? That's the place to get pregnant. Just leave it at
Follow the
that.
fuck out, chill.
That's the place.
We
to
don't
get
need no
pregnant.
more teen
Oh,
moms. out
Brook
there.
Avenue! Don't do it!
Trying to trap
Put 'em
somebody,
out of
Cedar
business.
Ave.
You'll get fucked
Mike
up.
out here. All
Someone will
40
come out
kids.
pregnant.
That's so funny. That's weird. The day their child was made.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Ty. Traumatizing memories. Thanks a lot.
like quick question, like did you know that you fucked up or you knew that that you
I was
shot your shotgun.
John got the phone.
I was just hoping it wasn't true.
John got the
I had a
phone-
feeling,
John got the
but
phone
you
call.
know, yeah.
The phone call of the gods.
Did you feel scared at all? Like
Do I feel scared?
oh
This is your
man. Oh man.
Just remember, you asked him that.
You're right. I got the answer. Damn.
Although it helped me grow more confident, so that's pretty good.
I think that's the best thing about being a parent.
Yeah. The fact that basically my own kid outshines me half the time.
Shit.
I don't even care about that. I mean, I like that he's out there. You know, he makes friends real fast and all that.
Same with
And
Emilio.
it's because of that throughout his age. Like from 1 to now, that helped me grow as a person, basically. So in the end, anybody who says, "Oh, when you get a kid pregnant, it's done in your life," first of all, if you say that, you're weak. All right, you have to grow, and I'm not saying have a kid to help you grow, but a kid will help you grow. So
They teach you to shape up.
Yeah.
That's why.
You heard it here first.
freaking people. Oh, when
They're
you get
always-
married, you're locked up. Like
They're always gonna judge. You know how many stares I got when I used to have her on my whatever you call those carrier things? People would look at me like she was like some lady told me, "Aren't you going back to school?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm 23. Do you want to see my ID?"
Crazy.
Oh my god.
They're
Yeah.
so judgmental. They don't
Right?
know. They don't even know the spiel.
I won't lie. Like, there's certain people that are that are good parents. There are certain people that just like
There's way too many parents nowadays that they have kids and they're either killing them or just neglecting them.
Thank you.
And
And
it's-
I've seen it, and I work in a daycare. Believe me, I see it.
And it's
every
always
day.
the most ghettoest of people, and they're not even adults, man. They're all kids, supersized, overgrown little bitches. That's what they are.
and it's hard to see that because because I've been through that when I used to
Yeah.
work after school, and it's like
Yeah,
there's certain children that's just like being raised with no fathers or no moms, and they look at you in that manner because they see you more than their parents or whatever the fuck, and it's like shit. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do.
Like it's just crazy though.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
understand.
it's crazy.
Don't
I
have
don't
them if you can't handle them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like for me, I thought like obviously I was struggling because this is my first kid. I'm struggling. I'm trying to do my best to take care of him and this and that. And when I look back at all these other parents that have already grown kids that are like 6 and 7, I'm surprised how good I was doing compared to them. Like they were trash tier parents. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm a pretty good dad after all. I'm like, at first I kept questioning, like, am I a good dad? Am I a good dad? Am I doing
I mean,
good?
the only way you know
Question
the only way you know
myself.
you're good is if the kid has a home, food,
Yeah.
you know, everything he needs in order to get through the day without struggling, like.
It's like you got to be careful. You can't just give your kid everything because then
Of
that's what
course,
they're
of
gonna get
course,
used
but
to.
you know,
Facts.
it's the main things. You know what I'm saying? Food,
Yeah,
clothes,
the
roof,
essential.
all of that shit.
It's like a dog.
A what?
Food, clothes, roof.
But that's all I say. Roof, man.
Yeah. But these other so-called parents out here, y'all better get your shit together. I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna just dress up as Batman and start beating the shit out of you.
Batman need a bad parents to become Batman. No parents.
Yeah. I don't have parents.
What are those?
Right?
Bad parents or no parents.
Start killing parents to create more Batmans.
I mean, you know.
You mean so basically all these kids are gonna end up becoming billionaires?
Yeah.
That is some
Good.
Billionaires
I'll kill their
system.
parents and they'll become billionaires. That's
That's
there you go. I'll be doing a favor.
crazy, man.
Saving the world and killing parents.
We don't advertise violence on here.
Yes, the fuck we do. Kill parents.
Kill your parents, become Batman.
No. They stage it, make it look like it was an accident.
And that's the message for today, kids.
Kill your parents, hire a clown. There you go. You're Superman.
Wow, sorry.
Hire a clown. Oh shit.
Merry
Oh,
Christmas
shit.
is Halloween.
You're kind of quiet over there, Sam. You good?
Yes.
You look like you're thinking about something.
She gripping that pillow
Chilling.
mighty hard.
Yeah, right.
Very comfortable.
She's gripping that shit real tight.
Pause.
Damn, nigga.
Pause, nigga.
Keep it tight.
Can't say stuff like that, Mike.
The fuck, bro?
She gripping it real tight.
Yo, I hate this generation. You can't say tight, long, fat, thick.
Oh.
You can't see exactly. You already proved my point. You can't even say big.
It's funny because I think that's only like a
Big head.
an urban city thing. Like,
Yeah. Oh, hard.
Straight caveman.
I can't do this math on. It's so hard. Yo, you gay?
Like, hey yo. Hey yo.
Oh yeah. And this is a pretty good question. For guys that happen to have such hyper masculinity, why the fuck did y'all used to draw dicks so much in school?
Yo, super bad.
Jeez, I wonder who's the real queer right now. Like the fuck? The fuck is wrong with y'all?
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, and what was that? This reminds me of middle school. These freaking two idiots. They used to brag about how many bitches they used to get and all that. But I'm just sitting there chilling in the hallway, and these niggas want to be a bunch of assholes and just like fucking dry humping. Well, they're not dry humping my face, but they were like in front of me, just like what the
Niggas just thrusting this man.
Yeah.
Middle school is a weird age, man.
He was giving John the.
Yeah, I was lucky I wasn't like aggressive. Otherwise, I would have punched them dead in the dick.
You gotta hump them back, show you down with the dog style.
I was just like, I don't do that. I don't roll it.
Cheers,
But
boy.
I'm just baffled by that crap, you know.
I mean, it's just how it is, man. Like, I dislike it too, though, but it's just how it is, man.
Hyper masculine dudes where you can't do certain things or you're too feminine.
Like, hey yo, why that nigga short so short?
Cause it's
Gay
fucking
ass
hot,
shit.
you know.
Nigga Schmeek hanging out the side.
Are you talking about his Schmeek?
Yeah, cause his short so short.
Push me hanging. Why you looking, you gay? Right?
Like, nah, I ain't gay, you gay, you showing me that shit.
It's just nonsense. Nonsense on top of nonsense.
Secret phone call.
Sam is on an important phone call.
That ain't even pop.
No, I'm tight.
I think you have to squeeze it.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Still chips.
Well,
man.
keep your hand like that. Just pop it.
Be like,
No.
Nah,
it's not working.
It's not happening.
Disappointment. No Pringles.
Yeah, it's not happening.
damn.
Hey, Mike, pass that.
2.
Sorry.
To the man over there.
Yo, Todd.
It's funny because I got dead hearing.
What you doing? This is my voicemail. So,
I'll take a cab.
No. Oh shit! Good
Is it
times.
still recording?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
That's the legendary Thai voicemail.
Right? But I make this shit into an hour and a half, being that we kind of missed last week. So yeah. Quick question.
So wait, how about a little 30-minute special on a different topic?
I was gonna ask if there was a person that you wanted to meet, like, as of right now.
In terms of?
Don't matter. Just a person that you want to meet. Don't matter who it is.
Amelia Clark.
Okay.
I want to her brains out.
Wow.
Talking like,
Hear that, Daenerys, please. My queen.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
My man said he wants to.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen those interviews. I mean, it's her, it's Elizabeth Olsen, and number 1 is Gal Gadot.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
My top 3.
The top
Olivia
3.
Wilde, son. All day, every day. And Aaliyah need to come back to life.
Who?
Aaliyah.
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 I need to touch that butt.
And
And
Go
Rihanna.
dig up her bones.
chill. Chill.
Her bones don't got no butt.
Yeah,
Just bones.
Well, then just
Yeah. I don't know. I got like too
10.
many to like think about.
I have a lot too, but
Is it anime?
Like what we was talking about before, Charlize Theron. Jesus Christ.
Charlize Theron.
Yes.
back in the day,
Charlize Theron. I don't care. Back in the day, Future.
Just good now,
Okay.
too.
she's not all that now.
I know
She
you
can
have
get it.
some
Like Cameron Diaz, she looked better back in the day too.
Johnny Depp.
Now she
No.
weird.
Cliche ones.
I have
I love to
3.
meet Skrillex. It's like my, I love Skrillex so much.
You wanna fuck
Trying to
Skrillex?
smoke Skrillex boots?
No.
Fuck Skrillex?
I mean, it's a broad question. It's not, to
Because John was talking about smoking cheese.
Well, I was talking about top 3.
yeah, smoking the top 3.
Yeah.
God
I
damn.
didn't know the topic changed to smoking the top 3.
He's smoking the top 3.
I mean, it didn't. Just
Yeah.
I don't know. My top 3 be changing drastically. Like, it'll go from a cosplayer to a porn star to an actress.
This guy.
That's
might got
definitely my
Chippendale
list
strippers in
too.
there.
That's definitely like my list.
Jesus Christ.
That was fast.
What?
What was?
He said that mad quick.
Oh.
You said that would be mine. I didn't even hear you say it, nigga.
That's what he was saying in his. That was,
Yeah, his.
he said it changes from porn stars to actors.
Oh, so yours would be like
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. He said that shit so fast. I don't know what the fuck he was talking
Freaking porn
about.
stars are expendable.
That is true. But there's some that's just like,
Damn.
fuck!
Nah, there's
God damn.
there's like one. There's one I want to read now.
There's some that's, that do the Snapchat premium shit that, I wouldn't mind.
Boogaroo.
Who
The fuck
pays
out
for
of
that?
here.
Who pays
I
for
don't, I
that?
don't, I
Who
don't
paying
mind.
for a snap?
I ain't paying for nothing. I'm just trying to meet you, you know what I'm saying?
That's some desperate shit. If you
Well.
can't find a picture of them on the internet already, don't pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No point. No fucking point. But
Why are we talking about porn?
we're not. We're talking about people that we would
Partially.
meet. Ty would like to meet Skrillex.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I would have liked to meet Michael Jackson, but damn.
He seems like a weirdo though, honestly.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Well,
I know you like him as an icon, but he seems like a weird ass person, honestly.
Well, yeah, because he talks like
Exactly.
this.
You really want to be Michael Jackson?
He's like 50 years old.
I
and
kind of
he
be
still sounds
creeped
like
out.
he's 8. You know,
I'll
like,
be
yeah.
creeped out. It's like,
El hee hee.
You see my name right here? Michael Jackson. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
I think he'll be a weird ass person. Like, I love his music.
He's gonna be like, climb a tree with me. I'm like, I don't climb trees, Mike. Come on, it's gonna be fun. But Mike, please.
Stop.
I just want to listen to some
Sing
unreleased music.
He just gonna
No,
wanna
climb the
propel
tree
you.
first. Like,
He just want to propel you into the tree so he can touch your butt.
He gonna give you one of those shorts that you can see your schmeat in. So
I can see you up there. Oh, yeah.
can you move your leg this way? Nah, stop it.
All right,
So open your leg.
All right, so we're gonna get into the random segment of this part. Let me just throw out a random ass question. So for those that already have children, this is in case if you had a second child, those who's if you had a first child, what would you name him? A boy name and a girl name. Go.
Can't be giving out secrets like that.
Yeah, it's a fact.
How is that a secret?
Because sometimes the parents want to keep their names a secret
Yeah.
How?
until they have the kid.
They do that nowadays.
I'm not giving y'all the spiel.
Don't act like the name ain't gonna change over
They
time.
don't want
No,
other
it
people.
won't.
They don't want other
They
people to
should-
have the
they
same
probably-
name as the kid that they're gonna
Unless you're
have.
going like full anime.
That's why they do that.
Listen, guy. There is a million Michael Gonzalez's on this fucking planet.
Okay, and you happen to be one of them.
Yes.
Congratulations, you generic bastard.
No, my shit is basic. John Michael Gonzalez. Shit is basic.
And you have his name in your name?
Yeah.
You're fucked.
We talked about this,
Like,
remember?
That's not my fault.
You a junior to
Alright.
your brother, right?
I'm a double angel name. That's what it is. John Michael.
Yeah.
Saint John. Saint
I am
Michael.
the heaven.
But yeah, so if you was to have a second kid, what would you name him?
Well, actually, like before we even found out the gender, when she was pregnant, one of the names I chose for a daughter was Arya.
Dope.
Like I went full like RPG right there.
Dope.
That ass.
I know for me, I had, I don't know why, I have a list of girl names more than boys, but
Same.
Oh yeah, and Ethan was supposed to be Alistair, but then I switched it to Alistair for his middle name.
Oh, so you didn't want him to be a vampire?
No, it wasn't suiting him.
I know I had told, certain people about, if I was to have a firstborn son, and that if I was to name him this, people would think that I'm fucking worshiping the devil or something. I'm like, no, that's not the case. I was gonna call him Lucifer.
I like that name.
Lucifer. Yeah, that works.
It's,
But of course.
Yo, Lucy.
it's Latin for bringer of light.
Yo, Lucy.
That's what that is. For a girl name, bring up the list. So
This guy.
the first one was going to be Violet.
Cliche.
That's one of mine.
The second one was going to be Minerva.
I think that has to follow up like a middle name. Violet something.
I mean, it's whatever.
If the last name is strong, it'll be alright.
Violet Strong. Yeah, see, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, not my last name. I mean, like strong, like a strong last name.
Oh, Strong. Violet Strong does work too.
Violet Strong.
Damn, shout out my whole government.
God damn it.
So did I.
Same. Except for the.
Might as well say.
Anyway, the second Minerva. Then it was Mira.
Yeah, Mira's not bad. Minerva sounds evil.
I think that was it for now. Until whatever the fuck comes along.
Motherfucker, you lied. Shit, you had a list.
I did have a list, but it's not coming to mind at the moment.
3 ain't no list, nigga.
It's a start.
That's like when you run in the store and just pick up some random things that you need. I got a list. 3 says 3 names.
Where you know what that means? That means I can't even wait. That one means like if
Nigga, like if I don't
there's
have
3
these
names,
girls,
I'm
it's
gonna have to
over.
like get 3 females to do it at the same time. Just right then and there, I got my 3.
Wow.
But then, what if it's boy, girl, boy?
You're gonna be paying child support for everybody.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because you're gonna hear it first, guys. I am collecting their fucking heads. Nah, I'm gonna stop.
We don't know if that's a joke, Mike.
It's a joke. I would never.
That ass lying.
I would never.
He lying.
missed that one time we was coming from a club. He was talking about he wanted to be Ted Bundy to girls.
Oh my god.
Watch out for the top hat.
Oh man, watch out for the top hat.
That's the real Mad Hatter.
Crazy, man.
Slicing bitches with cars.
Crazy. Nah, I love women too much to even like do something so fucking dastardly like that. I would never do that shit. However,
This guy.
however,
But wait,
Disclaimer.
exactly. However,
read the fine print.
if they're trying to, you know, do something crazy out of the ordinary, like, you know, trying to get me fucking arrested, or if we had a kid and they're trying to, you know, she's trying to claim it so that I can't see the kid no more.
Or
We got
become
fucking
obsessed and
problems.
try to
Like
stab
fucking
you.
snap necks like he and John.
We got
Wick.
fucking problems. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, like, yeah, I would never, like, you know, harm a female in that manner.
You
Like,
heard about
out
that
of-
story though?
Just cause.
The chick that tried to kill this dude because she was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
And then there's people actually with a GoFundMe to get her out of jail.
Yeah.
I fucking hate people.
Yeah.
That's some ghost story shit.
People are
People are crazy.
Everyone
People are
wants to be
crazy.
trolls
There's
now.
just
I wish I had a
They just
ghost.
trolling us for the sake of
there's
it.
just certain people that like they would
Everybody,
people would kill their
I fuck
fucking
with
spouse
that.
just because they left and they don't want them to be with nobody else.
Yeah.
So they just
if
go
you
and kill
can't
them.
be happy, nobody can. Tell you.
I hate shit like that though.
That's crazy.
If
And then
they
they just
wasn't-
go and
They wasn't for you, just leave them alone.
crazy, man. We live in crazy times.
Misery loves company.
We live
She
in
need
crazy
to go
times.
Nobody want that bitch.
Minerva, go home.
Crazy. But yeah, any other questions?
Questions.
Any
I
other
got
questions?
some names I like. All the names I like for kids are all like Greek related, like mythology. So for girl, I like Athena a lot. I like Pandora. Those are the only ones I have for girl. And like for guys, I have like Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. I just like Greek mythology.
Ares.
Yeah, that's what I want to name my
I
kid.
actually know a
I wanna name
friend
them after
that
gods.
I know a friend that her son's name is Anubis.
That's gangster.
Okay.
Anubis.
That's Egyptian, right?
Yeah. Fire ass name.
My
Then
man.
Joshua's
My
fucking
man
son
Beerus.
is Raziel.
That's dope as hell.
I like his Japanese name, Bills.
Bills?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bills.
Beerus.
I thought his name was gonna be Bills, and they were like, "Oh, in English it's Beerus." I'm like, "Ew, why?"
And beers.
Beers.
I thought there was two
Let's
different
drink some beers.
Nah.
Bills and beers.
Nah.
I don't watch Super.
I
They
like
the
Bills.
same man. Yeah, Bill sounds better.
Better pay your bills.
Oh, you about to get fucked up.
Word. And then there's just certain people that they name their freaking children out of just fucking objects. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, like the motherfucker from Coldplay.
Computer.
He fucking named his daughter Apple.
What? Oh, okay. That's actually not bad.
Apple?
Apple, yeah. That works.
fucking-
It
like the
works.
fruit.
Can't be as bad as what Jason Lee named his son.
What?
He wild dog too.
Pilot the Inspector.
Pilot Inspector Rescraft Lee.
That's what it is? I thought it was the Inspector.
Pilot Inspector. With
That's his first-
Inspector
that's his
spelled
first
wrong.
name.
And what kills me is
That's
why
just
did
his
my
first
baby
name.
moms go with it? Why?
Pilot Inspector.
She was like, "It's unique." Yeah.
No.
Fuck
Yeah.
outta here.
No, honey, your kid's gonna get ridiculed at school.
Crazy. I'm about to name my firstborn
Pilot.
Unsullied. Shit.
Yo, Pilot, come on. Yo, Pilot, when you gonna fly that plane?
Name your kid Scooter.
Scooter.
When you gonna
And
fly
his
that
sister,
plane,
Mike.
Pilot?
And his cousin roller skates.
Yo, that's just
I like nature-inspired names.
nature.
Like, yeah, like
Terra, nigga.
Terra.
Terra Gaia.
I think I'll name my daughter Aqua. Just cause.
I like
Yeah.
what was her character?
Only after Kingdom Hearts, of course.
Fuck.
Beforehand, people would be like, what?
Michelle Rodriguez in Resident Evil. Her name was Rain.
Rain.
Yeah, Rain,
what-
yeah.
After that movie, I was obsessed with that name.
Yeah, that's your character.
Every time I hear Rain,
That's
I
right.
think of Mortal Kombat. See that purple.
Yo, you know what name I like? Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
That shit sound like a sorcerer.
Christopher Lambert played.
So
Raven.
is that what we're getting into, Ty? We're gonna start saying some names that we're fascinated by.
Yeah, I said like a good 300 names. I got like worn out. Worn out.
I like Seth Rollins' old name, Tyler Black.
Tyler Black, right.
Oh, and freaking the name Aleister Black, I came up with that shit in like 2010, and then freaking NXT had
stole it.
I had the name of my character Blue Laser. His real name is Aleister Black. And next thing you know, NXT, like 5 years later, I'm like, yo, they're stealing shit, John. They're stealing shit.
This shit whack.
WWE, I'ma sue you. I'm coming for you, nigga.
Watch it.
Shit whack.
Coming for you, nigga. Nah, that's just.
I think Triple H has like a terrible name. His real name.
Paul Levesque.
Paul Levesque, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Paul Levesque.
You didn't even pronounce the S. It's just Levesque.
It's Levesque? Oh, that's
Yeah.
even worse.
Paul Levesque.
That sounds royalty, nigga.
I don't know. He sounds like a fucking woodsman.
Sounds royalty.
I don't know.
He sounds like
all
all
I
he
could
do is
imagine is
chop
like purple
fucking
and
lumber
gold, and it's just
all
like
day.
Triple H has nothing to do with purple and gold. He's always about green.
Fucking what's that shit called?
He's,
What the fuck?
That nigga is Shao Kahn. That's it.
Paul
Green everything with the skull and everything. The way he came out that one WrestleMania, nigga, and the fucking skull with the.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
Shao
was
Kahn,
fire.
nigga. That's it.
What was that? That was WrestleMania 30 when he came out with Sasha and the red.
Yeah.
Fucking Sasha, Alexa, and Charlotte.
Came out looking like Shao Kahn.
Yo, I like how Nicolas Cage has a name that really suits him. Because when you hear like Nick Cage, you expect something like someone extreme,
And then you see his
and then
face.
it's just like you see him in his disappointment. You know, like that's kind of like how his career
No,
is.
you see him in that meme. Just he has like big ass eyes and shit with his mouth.
I mean, it used to be mad simple. It just take like one facial expression. Now you got.
Now memes are mad complicated.
Now you got 4 Spider-Man villains. Shit, whack.
Then you got like certain people that you know that be asking for dollars in the street and their names is fucking Brutus or something royalty, and it's like, why are you living this lifestyle with such a brolic name?
Brutus.
I didn't know Brutus was like a royal name though.
That sounds like the.
I thought that was like a servant name.
Sounds like
Servant
someone
name,
that punches
Brutus?
people. Brutus.
Or somebody where like they got like a nigga locked up in a dungeon. This is Brutus. He's gonna kick your ass. Well,
Brutus!
I'm so, yo,
Slow
you know what's my recent favorite accent? Freaking Jamaican. I don't know why. I like the way they sound.
Jamaicans are
I like
fucking,
the way they sound.
Jamaicans are
Like,
fucking dope, yo.
it's just-
I work with
But
Jamaicans.
when they just talk naturally, but then that's just the accent that comes
Yeah,
out. I
yeah,
like to hear it. You know,
that shit's funny as fuck.
So quick question then. So like, what language would you like to speak other than English?
Japanese.
And you can't say Spanish either.
Japanese.
I think between French or German.
I would say German as well.
For French,
German-
French is very sweet. German is very rough.
German or Hindu.
Like French,
Hindu be talking wow crazy, but like they understand each other.
Mike learned Hindu, he gonna
Tell me
start singing
you
that song.
stop.
He gonna start singing that shit.
Yo, no, that's just a whole bunch of like crazy languages out there in the fucking world, and
You know,
it's-
hit Mike in the background.
Allah Akbar.
Chill, nigga.
Aziz. Aziz. Nah, I think you know, German got that strong language along with Russia. Russia got that. Yeah, Russia got that strong language. If you getting told some shit in Russian, nigga, prepare to die. Like, that shit is rock.
Polish dudes, yo. They be sounding like they control shit.
Sound like assassins.
Yo, for real.
We hand them on a building because they do like construction and shit.
You cannot fuck with Chechens.
No, I feel like the American in me
That's what I
is like revolts all kind of Russian sounding languages. Like it's like their enemy. That's
It's
what
like when they
I'm
speak, they just sound like they coming at you, but they're not.
Like I feel like I gotta be in defense mode at all
For
time
real?
when I have like some communist language.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that Call of
Ready to
Duty
kill.
scene.
like that's
What was it
installed
in
in DNA.
Modern Warfare 2, the Russian scene in the airport.
Yo, no.
Alright, what's one more good general question that we can propose?
A big fat question.
A good one. A thick question.
A thick question.
Thicker than my thighs.
Thick with 3 C's.
Are we talking? We're talking about.
Thick with 3 C's
I got some
or 2
thick.
Q's.
Look at this.
We were talking about like something funny, something we can relate to, something
That's
serious.
that's why I said in general. But let it be a thick question that we could really talk about. But let it be the last
Some
one.
meaty. Some meaty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're already past the hour and a half, right? So we gotta.
So just a side question, so that we think about something. So when we all going on vacation out of fucking New York for once?
I want to go to Switzerland. That shit looks. Well, I'm not call it shit. That place looks.
Like
beautiful.
I'm trying to get the fuck out of the U.S. and visit
mountains and
some
right?
country, man.
Nigga, you gotta get a passport first.
I mean, duh, but
Yeah.
We all do.
Trying
I
to
think I need a new
trying to visit a
Mine's
country.
expired. Yeah, you do it.
Trying to visit a country for like a good weekend.
I got that when I was 16. I don't even
He
remember.
said,
I need to get in the country.
I think it was like one.
I'm with it.
That was when I went on a cruise. I had to get that shit.
as long as motherfuckers don't end up dying. Like the
DR.
fucking,
Nah,
like them reports that been coming out.
The Middle
Virgin
East.
Islands.
Oh, no, God.
fucking
You're
go
like, oh
to
yeah, just because you think you're in a hotel don't mean you
right,
like,
go to the bad part of Brazil and it's a wrap for you.
No,
Yeah,
but-
anywhere in
I think
Brazil
that's
is a wrap for you.
place. It's just like
I don't
a
think there's
Brazil,
such
Mexico,
places.
Middle East.
I mean, I know,
Africa.
Yo,
I
Mexico.
always wanted to go to.
Chile is crazy.
I heard some shit
Car
where it
breaks
was
down, you
like
gotta ditch it.
some like a mom and her daughter
there's
were
nothing
going
but those.
into I think across the
You can
border or
hit the
some
kids
shit,
at school.
and they found the daughter. They found them like hiding where they was at, and they told the mom like give us your daughter and you could go.
Crazy,
She fucking gave her daughter away
crazy,
What?
crazy.
for them to do whatever they wanted.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that story.
They was crossing the border into Mexico, like to come out of Mexico, and fucking dudes was like following them,
Crazy.
and that shit happened.
That's a nightmare.
That's.
I'm sick and tired of people.
I know.
But like when Ty was talking about perspectives and all that, like I always try to put myself in a perspective of how someone can kill a kid, how someone can just be racist. You know, like I always try to put myself in their shoes and like how did they become that way?
When he told me the mom gave the daughter away, I was just like, yo, what the fuck kind of shit is
It's
that?
like I don't understand.
It's hard to see that perspective.
You
Like,
think of it
I can
objectively?
never imagine myself like just picking up like a 5-year-old kid and throwing him off a balcony. That's a racist
Objectively,
story.
you think it's that hard to like get turned into that? Like you got a fucking shitty ass upbringing.
I don't think I can ever break down to a point where I feel like I need to kill a kid. A kid, like come on.
but there's some people that just reach to
Yeah,
that
that's
they
what I'm
reach
saying,
that
like-
break point and it's just like, you know what?
Then
If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna bring people down with
Then
me.
they're weak. That's why, because they're too scared to kill
I
themselves,
mean,
so they feel
John,
like they need to kill
you had
somebody
a better
else.
starting point than a lot of people. Shit can stack up. I don't think I could
trust
kill a
me.
kid,
I
man.
should stack up, and
I think
won't
it's
kill
easy to
anybody.
see the perspective of a person that could do it.
It just simply means that they didn't know how to channel their energy outward, so they just took it out on somebody,
Exactly, yeah.
anybody, and that in itself makes them weak. That's why most of these people who murder and all that, they end up calling the cops after. I killed somebody because they're fucking weak.
I mean, all right, quick question. So like, if you was to be like, if you was, your life is on the line, and damn, it sounded better in my head. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, would you have the balls to kill somebody if that person is like trying to come at you?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Self-defense.
That's not even a question.
I'm gonna punch him in the throat.
Because
Look at Thanos,
there's
just right there in the
there's some
throat.
people that like they get threatened, like their life gets threatened and shit, and they do nothing. So it's like
I've always told myself that if I ever came to something like that, I would take drastic measures and even like just bite their freaking ear and flesh off and shit.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Because they're gonna be. I mean, they can't do anything. I'm biting them. That shit hurts. They're
Yeah.
screaming.
so it's clear everybody would kill a man if their life is threatened.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, cool.
I always imagine a scenario like if someone was to threaten my own kid, they're dying. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be like, well, I hope you're ready
That's
to go.
automatic.
Like,
Thank you.
because
Somebody
I swear to
definitely-
They
God.
say that there's nothing scary than a mother's maternal instinct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nothing scary, apparently. I looked that up and I was like,
They be turning into lions and shit.
Yeah, the day I see somebody touch my kid, I swear to God.
Someone almost tried to do that to my kid, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like,
Back the fuck up.
Who this?
I was about to take Amelia Stroll and go.
Should have did it.
I should have done it. She didn't touch it. I guess that's the only reason why I didn't do it.
Yeah,
The daughter got
she
hit by a
didn't
car
touch it.
kinda, and the daughter got stuck underneath, and she was able to lift up the car so the daughter could come out.
Oh yeah, the adrenaline.
Yeah,
Crazy.
adrenaline.
That's crazy. It's crazy what you know.
No, have you
The
fucking
capabilities of what our body can do.
Cars,
like,
tons.
at a certain time of like
Carol.
crisis.
She ain't give a fuck about that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
She's not with my
It really
kid.
depends.
It's like when you got that adrenaline, nigga, like everything is just like on speed, like everything's.
Yeah. We're much stronger than we think we are. We're just limited. By
Yeah.
See,
That's
it's
crazy.
like that. That's why every time I see those Facebook videos where it's like a fight happening in the train station, or like somebody getting jumped and everybody's just standing around with the cameras, I'm like, let me be in that scenario. I'm jumping in and beating his ass.
Word,
like,
word. I'm just waiting for that
I
day.
can't just stand there and
I'm just waiting
watch.
for that day. It was about to be that day with that old lady.
Oh my god!
It was
No,
about
not
to be
that.
It was about to be that day.
Yo, the
I'm
way she
sorry.
almost touched Mike.
I'm
like,
sorry. I said,
yo,
you know
but
that.
she was like really, really close, and I'm just like,
Yes.
like I'm
You know,
scared.
I said that, you know, I love women, but like
That
this
scenario?
old lady was up in my face talking about she's trying to kill Puerto Ricans. Okay,
Yo,
that's
I kid
one.
you not, I was
Two.
right there.
If she was to put her hands on me, because you know we was the only ones on the train at the time. If she was to put her hands on me, she was gonna get the fastest uppercut in her fucking life.
And I'm waiting because I'm looking at
The
Mike. I'm like
fastest
this.
shit.
Oh, you would have heard
I'm
that
like,
clack that.
Yo, I swear to God, Mike's right here.
She
I'm
would've
like
bit her
this,
own
I'm like-
tongue off.
And I keep on looking at the corner of my eye, like, yo, Mike is about to fuck. I'm about to move
Yo,
because I already know what's gonna happen.
Because she's right in my face like this, and I'm sitting down. Christina's right here, and I'm looking at her, but I'm looking at her laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, smiling and shit, and she's just looking at her phone, and I'm
Because
like,
I didn't know what to do, so you know when you just freeze
like
because
a
I
panic,
knew you were
yeah.
gonna do
yeah,
something.
I was just waiting. I'm like,
I was like, I didn't even need to defend Mike. He could have defended himself.
so I'm just shaking my head. She was like, you know, I'm gonna call you all you fucking Puerto Ricans.
Fucking
You know,
say
taking
chainsaw.
up the whole fucking city. I'm like, okay. Then she got like this close. She got close to where like her fingers was close to my chest. So I was like,
That's
just
when
let
I got
her
scared.
put one motherfucking finger on my chest, and I am uppercutting the shit out of her fucking life, yo. Boom! That's it. That's all I need. And then she just walked away.
First of all,
She just walked away, bro.
what chest, nigga?
Shut up.
Second of all,
She want to suck your gap.
this nigga Mike really out here having plans to beat old women up.
No, Jason, if
Nah,
you were there, you would have fucking.
I mean,
Got the shit out of her.
it could have been anybody. Cause like it's like that I don't know if y'all seen the video, but like it was this one dude cursing out another dude because he made some girl walk away from him. So it was like, it's your fucking fault that she left.
Oh,
and blah,
I
blah,
seen
blah.
that shit.
And then he was about to hit him
Black
or some
dude with
shit.
the white dude.
Yeah. I'm like,
He was like, yo, dude, chill out. Sit down. He was like, make me sit down. That shit was funny as fuck, though.
a lot of crazy shit happened in the trains,
like,
man.
"See,
A lot of crazy shit.
because of you.
And I'm like, I'm just trying to get to this
Pretty sure she
Avengers
moved 'cause
movie.
your ass
Like,
is creepy.
the fuck?
That shit was funny, though. He,
It's like
he
it's
ready
like
to flex that white dude.
if I'm gonna get into any like altercation with somebody, let it be in the train. Just let it be in the train.
The train's meant for those.
Yeah.
Like,
Comes
I
to
swear, sometimes I pray for somebody to fuck with me because I want to beat the shit out of
They
somebody.
got too much tension.
Please, yes, I do.
We do.
I got built up fucking rage that I swear to God I will kill somebody.
It's because we're fed up with people. That's why.
I take him martial arts or boxing or some shit. I got tension. too.
I got some skill.
I think, Ty,
I
if
do.
the situation where you feel the same way, especially if
I'm
somebody
not-
getting
I'm not
rolled in
talking
your
about
face
some
like that,
Jackie-
you're
I'm not
telling me
talking
you
about
would be
some
like,
Jackie
yo.
Chan shit where I'm
But
like,
what he
like
just said
flipping
was,
chairs.
I'll be praying for people to start something. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Get too much
Yeah.
tension.
Yeah.
If something starts, then
I feel like
they
if
just
something
enjoy
pops
it.
off, I'm in there. Like, I swear to God.
I'm about to fuck you up.
I swear to God.
Because that day when we went to go, oh my God, the shit that happened with Leanna was the
Yeah.
fucking school and shit.
Oh, yeah.
This nigga was ready to punch a nigga in the face, but then I'm looking at him, I'm like, this is not the guy. This is not the guy.
No, that wasn't the case. The freaking cops were across the street.
That too though, but I was like, this is not the guy.
Yeah. I mean, it was just one of her other
It's
bullies, I
your
guess.
Then it's crazy because the dude that you know that we was gonna fuck up, he went and fucked up the dude that actually started the shit. So I'm like,
I scared his ass to freaking scare somebody else, basically. Like,
Damn.
he actually put his bag down, and he was like, in my mind, I was like, let's rock paper scissors to see who's gonna fuck this man up. But like, he was like, so which one of y'all am I fighting? And we're just looking at each other like,
technically, we're supposed to be Smasher because he's the youngest. I was like, I can't touch him, so I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I can't touch him either because
Yo,
Especially, still in high school, so
my fucking job is
and age
stupid.
don't matter.
Tell me how freaking
I think he
cops
was
came
out at
over
that
today because
still,
some
high
idiot
school.
took liquor out of a freaking bathroom.
somebody took liquor out of a bathroom.
Yeah, because I work in apartments, and some idiot took a tiny liquor bottle from like one of the apartments, basically burglary. And the cops had to come over, and we all just gather, and they're like, I'm looking for a guy that's 5'5", wearing a blue shirt, this and that. Like, well, everybody's wearing a blue shirt first off. They're a little more fucking descriptive.
Damn.
And yeah.
Damn.
And why the fuck are you yelling? Like, why is this cop yelling? You're not our dad. Go home. The fuck? He's like, I'm not tired of all this bullshit. Like, why? Just find the guy. Damn.
I mean, sometimes when you get to that,
Yeah, and
when you get ready for that state to find somebody, like that's what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, they were talking about like arresting and all that. I'm like I work with idiots. Like the porta potties are right there. That's what we're supposed to use. Why you gotta fuck shit up?
Prison.
That's why I always say adult is a subjective term. There is no such thing as adult. I've seen the oldest people act like the biggest idiots.
There's such thing as maturity, though. Like, to finally get a match for maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the maturity? There, I've rarely seen it.
maturity, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, guys. So we're gonna close this episode of number 4
Wait,
podcast.
Was that
Are you trying to be sexy?
Wait, was that the
No.
thick question? No.
It was a question nonetheless. Yeah. So thank you all for joining. We'll see you all next time. Hopefully we'll have the Dulce squad coming in. Hopefully. I don't know. But yeah. Laters, y'all.
And you're
Catch
still a
you.
bitch.
Shit. Shit.
Pussy.